The Nasdaq posted a record closing high on Monday as expectation of a swift recovery from coronavirus-driven downturn increased. The energy sector climbed the most among the 11 major S&P sectors, rising 4.3% as major oil producers agreed over the weekend to extend the deal on record output cuts. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 461 points, S&P gained 38 points, and Nasdaq Composite added 110 points. World Bank said in a statement yesterday that world economy could shrink to 8% if the lockdown is extended further next 3 months. It sees 2020 recession as the worst in last 80 years over virus pandemic. The global economy could contract 5.2% in 2020 and global output to rebound to 4.2%. Indian indices opened sharply higher, buoyed by the overseas cues, but gave up most of the gains as the day progressed. Sensex and NIFTY slipped nearly 2% from the day's highs but managed to end in the green. NIFTY added 25 points while Sensex managed to close 83 points higher. Titan posted Q4 earning reports beats estimates on all fronts by wide margin. Profit jumped 26% from expectations, revenue seen a flat growth, EBITDA also expanded 41% and margin expanded 380 basis points. Numbers seen a decent growth if you compare the numbers with previous year same quarter. Profit jumped 21%, revenue seen a minor decline while EBITDA jumped 32% and margin expanded 390 basis points. PVR posted disappointing set of numbers, losses expanded more than what a street estimated. PVR posted loss of 74.6 crore while the street was expecting 44 crore loss. Revenue also declined 1.7% over estimates. EBITDA too seen a decline of 3.6% while margin also declined 30 basis point. If you compare the numbers with previous year's same quarter, operational performance seems improving as EBITDA increased 7.4% and margin expanded 760 basis point. This is FII derivative position window. Let us look what FII did in yesterday trading session. First, future index future positions. So in yesterday's trading session, long position liquidated by the FIIs are quite huge. 4,872 contracts were liquidated while they have created 1,040 contracts on short side. So liquidation was if you compare liquidation with the short position creation, so liquidation was much than the short position creation, so that resulted into net reduction of the total long future contracts to the extent of 4,381 contracts only. So this is declining trend from last 4 days. We have seen their net position in future long is reducing from last 4 days. Now what they did in the put option, so basically they have consolidated, they have shorted the put options, they have longed the put options in almost equal quantity, so that resulted into a consolidation of the long put. Now let us look at the call option. Basically here also we can see that they have consolidated basically their positions, equal quantity, almost to the tune of equal quantity call, shorted call options, and then again long call options. So basically they have consolidated their position in options, but they are reducing their continuously from last 4 days, they are reducing their positions in index future. This is USDINR daily chart, and we have seen the activity is moving around the apex of the triangular formation, that is the breakout or the breakdown is quite evident from in near future, and the activity, since the activity has approached to the apex of the triangle, we should keep into mind the levels from where the breakout or the breakdown will come into. So the levels on the upper side is 75.65, which is coming as a trend line resistance here, and a final resistance comes around 75.82. so these are the T2 price point for today's trading session one should watch out for, and if USDINR sustain above 75.82, that will mark the beginning of the uptrend. And if not, because since we are very near to the breakout or breakdown, and if that activity don't moves up, USDINR start correcting, then the support area comes around 75.45 to 75.35. this support area has been there since very long, and if it breaks down, since it is a descending triangle, the repercussion of the descending triangle is mostly on the downside, but in fewer of the occasion it moves up, so we don't know whether this is going to go up or going to go down, so we should just keep into mind the levels for trading. So 75.45 to 75.35 is the support area from where it will give a cue whether it is going to go down or going to go up. This is Nifty 30 minutes chart, and we have seen in the yesterday trading session that market fell from the day's high, closed near to the low of the session, as we have envisaged that 10,300 to 10,335 will be the area of resistance, and market took that resistance, fell from that level. Now what will be the important level for today's trading session? So in last 4 days we have seen that Nifty 10,160 to 10,175 is the area where the market was taking resistance. That will again act as a support for today's trading session, and any fall below this level will take the Nifty to quite a bit lower levels, and the next support level comes around 10,060. so for today's trading session, 10,160 will be the area to look out for, and if it's sustained below that, then that will be the point from where the market could fall, and at least 100 point from there is the support area. And if it moves up, 10,300, as told earlier, 10,300 to 10,335 will be the supply zone area for the market. This is Bank Nifty 30 minutes chart on your screen, and we have seen yesterday that it moves above the resistance area of 21,600 and stayed there for quite some time and then corrected, and when the correction came in, we have seen quite a bit fall from there. Now the support area comes around 20,960 kind of level, so this level will be important for today's trading session, because we can see here a trend line coming from below, which is again poised around the same level, so this will act as a strong support in today's trading session, and if it falls from there, it will give a cue that market is going to correct. And we can see on the chart that there is a 600 point gap in the chart, not gap actually, it is a 600 point lap from where the resistance and the supports are coming. So if it moves or sustains below 20,960, then we can see 600 point cut in the Bank Nifty. Otherwise it may take support here. If you find any meaningful information in this video, then subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get future notification.